I am live. Okay, I'm alive. I gotta turn the volume down. And we'll wait and see. Okay, well, I'm waiting and seeing. I'll continue this. There I am. Hello, me. It is Wednesday, right? Yes, it is, Anne. Okay. Hi, Keeks. How are you? It's midweek, hub day, or hump day, or Wednesday. Hi, Marguerite from beautiful British Columbia. You know, the thing that I use to cut out the little squares for this thing, the 2-inch graph paper notebook, I made a real nice one. I mean, a really nice one. And I've misplaced it. And I can't imagine what I would have done with it. I mean, why would I not have put it back in here, right? Wouldn't that make perfect sense? But I didn't. How annoying. So after I went through everything, I decided, well, I'll just make another one. And I figured as soon as I make another one, it'll show up. Hi, Safia. Good afternoon. Actually, good evening. Yeah, good evening-ish. Hi, Gail. How are you? It's great to see you. So, anyway, I made another one. And hi, Pam. So I'm sure the other one will show up. Maybe I threw it out by mistake. I don't know. But I was going to throw this out. But it has a lot of little square. Hi, Kathy. It has a lot of little square thingies in here that would make nice little, like this would be a nice little one that I could cut out like so. Get most of that statue. And then I just do this. Yeah. And then got a little bump in it. But this book has got tons of those little square things in it. And those are too small, unfortunately. Those are rectangles, so they're not going to work. But I would love to go on one of those river cruises. Maybe up the Danube. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? I'm not sure about that. I don't like that. But these little viewfinders are really nice in terms of if you get one of those. Oh, see, now that's pretty. It's only a $25 deposit. Where's that? Paris to the Swiss Alps, 12 days. But you got to get there. But still. All right, so that nice little. I'm not going to do that. Everyone would be. I just wanted to see how crooked this is. It's pretty crooked, but when I cut it on the cutter, yeah. French balcony is only $4,000. That's a bargain for 12 days, but I don't know how much it would cost to get from where you have to get. I guess you'll leave from Paris. Yeah. Normandy. Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? I think there it's a much smaller population. Hi, Mama Juju. Well, I don't. Well, $4,000 for 12 days. That doesn't seem to be that bad. And you can get Wow, for $600, you can get airfare from, wow, that's not bad, from Orlando. Wow. And I'm assuming that would take you to where you would board the ship. And I don't know how many people are on one of those, but the cruise that I went on, oh, Paris is pretty crowded. Well, hi, Adria. Well, Paris is a major city. I would imagine it would be crowded. Or did he mean the cruise ship was crowded? Because the cruise I went on with my boys it was over 5,000 people on that ship. It was one of those really big ones. 5,000 people. Now, you didn't feel like there were 5,000 people on it. I mean, there was plenty of places for people to hang out, and all of that population was dissipated throughout the 14, 15 decks on this ship. But yeah, it was huge. So I plan to continue to try to empty this box of scraps that, oh, it was 2 years ago. He was on his bicycle. Oh, how cool is that? Trying to empty one of these scrap boxes. And I swear, I spent one stream, and then I spent several hours after the stream, and the box never went down. Never went down. And I'm still working in this. I've got another mail letter to finish. This one's almost done. It just needs the lizard stamp. Oh no, this needs the lizard stamp. This one you haven't seen. I have to do some more stamping in this one. I tell you, these are addictive. Making these are so much fun. Let's see, that's the first one I made. That's Becky's prompts. This is the second one I made. And there's the lizard stamp. And then I had this as a thing, and the letters in here. And that goes like that. And then this is a mood one, a mood collage a la, maybe I'll do this, a la Robin McClendon. And my title is, these women are kind of, the women are, I think they have attitude. They're showing attitude. And I think that was yeah, see the attitude. And of course, I didn't take a picture. You're supposed to take a picture when you do this, so you know where everyone is. So, let's see. This one over here. I was looking for attitude. Let's see. Oh, this one went over here. Wait a minute. Get this out of here. Bend this backwards. Ah! Okay. I won't work on this because I don't want to bore you with me thinking about where everything goes. Because I had a place for everything, and of course I didn't take a picture. So let's go back to the scrap box. You kind of want, at least I want, something mindless when I'm crafting. So let's put all these pieces. I guess they all fit in here somehow, but I don't know. We have options. Okay. All right. And this is all mail art. I signed up for her collage class also, which I have not started. I've been looking at Wonderlust. And Kathy was talking to Kathy Berg. Hi, Kathy. I did say hi to you. Kathy, said how much she enjoys fodder school. And then I think Devin said that she's holding off on fodder school until she finishes Wonderlust. And she was working on Wonderlust 2023. And I was looking at Wonderlust 2022. But let's see what Keeks said. Oh, you wouldn't be bored? Okay. Well, all right, let's try it. Let's work on it. So I've been working on Wonderlust. I bought 22, 23, 24, and 25. And I've been looking at, well, that one that I did the other day in my stream, the Mary Beth Shaw one with the resist, that's from 2025. All right. I know she goes up here. I remember, oh, maybe she goes, see, this is a problem. Let me snip these. Let me cut these off. All right. I have to go to the dentist today. I hate going to the dentist. I can't tell you. When I get up in the morning and I know I have to go, I want to cancel in the worst way. I want to call and say, oh, I woke up with the worst sore throat this morning, so I need to reschedule. That's my instinct. I want to cancel. No, she's got attitude. Yeah. Right? How many of you have that attitude about going to the dentist? You just want to come up with some reason to cancel. And then I figured, well, if I cancel, yeah, I know. And my problem is I'm just going for a cleaning because I have periodontal disease, so I have to have what they call a deep periodontal cleaning every 3 months. And I think I told you last time I was there, my dental hygienist was out. And then I saw a gentleman and he was awful. Oh my God, this guy didn't know what the hell he was doing. I know, I like the way my mouth feels afterwards too. There's that too. He was awful. When he went to make my next appointment, I said, no offense, but I really don't want to see you again. I think I may have said it just a wee bit nicer than that. So he made and he said, hi, Bex. And he said that my dental hygienist, Christy, would be back by then, by the next 3 months, right? Well, guess what? I get this long message from her saying that she was having foot surgery today and that she was not going to be able to be there, had to cancel. And so she scheduled me to see Lisa. Now, she's the one that when I saw this guy, David, she's the one that thought I would really like him. And I didn't like him. And now she said, well, Lisa is the one that does my teeth. So I guess so I'm not even seeing her. So I was so tempted to call and say, you know what? I'd rather wait until she comes back. Anyway, I'm going. It's at 2:00. So I don't have anything up here. So that makes no sense that I wouldn't have anything up there. Got this. I got some weird stuff. But It's like I'm missing something. But I got plenty of stuff, believe me. I know this kind of went up here like that. It's going to come around and grab her. Pretty sure that went like that. She definitely has attitude. That's what I'm looking for, is attitude. Okay. And let's put this up here like so. Where was she? Maybe she was like tucked down. Oh no, I cut all her stuff out. Maybe she's here. Maybe she goes like so. No, it goes like so. She goes down below her like that. There. Okay. She can come in like so. Like so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I can find something for behind there. I have so many images. I've been harvesting magazines like a crazy person. So look at that. Perfect. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I'm going to glue that down right now. Ha 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 ha. And that takes care of that background. And that's exactly why I cut it out. So I'll do that. Anyway, 2 o'clock. And I got to keep track of the time. Because I have to take, because I had knee replacement surgery umpteen million years ago, their protocol is I have to take 2,000 milligrams of amoxicillin an hour before my appointment. 4 big 500 milligrams or amoxicillin capsules, huge. And I have to take 4 of them an hour before my appointment. And every time I always ask, when can I stop doing this? Because it's been like 15 years. Yep, you too? I guess that's standard operating procedure, Gail. You too? Yeah. The worst is when you forget. Oh my God. Well, because it's so easy to get an infection. If you get if they nick you or whatever, and they, something happens during the cleaning process and it causes an infection, apparently it immediately goes to your knee and does not stop go. I know my stomach is okay. It's okay. I try not to think about it. One time I had done my pre-op stuff, right? And I had taken the 2,000 milligrams. And I showed up on the wrong day. So that was for naught. And I didn't really have, I just had a breakfast bar this morning because I played bridge. The one thing I haven't done is I haven't contacted the car dealership. I can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know why I am so reluctant to call them. And, my son is like saying, you got to do it. And I have the paperwork and I walk by it and I look at it. Why am I so scared to call them? I mean, what's the worst case scenario? They'll say no, right? Which I expect them to say no. I expect them to say no. I mean, I can't imagine them saying, oh, yeah, of course, we'll issue you a refund for $5,000. You too, Devin. Hi, Devin. Oh man, yep, I can procrastinate with the best of them. I really can. Oh, I like that. And this goes down here. So let me put this down here. My father was a procrastinator. So I think, see, I went during COVID. The woman did my cleaning was awful. She leaned, oh dear. Oh my God. That's almost as bad as this guy was. This guy could not, for the life of him, figure out how the equipment worked, and he couldn't get the chair adjusted. Uh, and my back was, he had me like, it was so uncomfortable. And he had all of the equipment laying across my chest, and that little thing they put in your mouth to drain like the water when they're doing the cleaning, that kept on falling out of the side of my mouth. He couldn't figure out how to get that, and so I'm holding that, trying to stay out of his way while it was just, I don't know, he obviously, maybe they hired him to fill in for Christy when she was out the last time. I don't know. I don't know. He just moved here from Hawaii. So I'm not saying that that's the problem. Should I cut that out? You can't, that almost kind of blends in. She's going to go there for sure. And she's going to go over her like that. Maybe like so. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So what do I need to, well, maybe I'll pull her down a little bit. Pull her down a little bit. So I guess I'll put her down first. Or not. Put her over like so. Yeah, I'll put her in and then leave her. I'm just talking to myself. Hi, Barbara. Bye, Barbara. Yeah, did I go? Well, I guess I went. And the scary thing is that my dental hygienist, she was very upfront with me. She said she had not been vaccinated for medical reasons. But she told me that up front, so I had a choice. And she was, bundled up, garbed up. I don't know how the poor woman could stood all of the, the clothing, all of the, the stuff that she had on. I was going to do this, right? Yeah. But I kind of like her. She's been doing my teeth for, probably 10 or 12 years. She knows, when you have the same person, they get to know your mouth. Because I've got a lot of idiosyncrasies in my mouth. I've got, I'm just trying to keep what I have, So I got a tooth that's kind of loose. And she knows how to kind of stay away from that one a little bit. And I've got this big molar in the back. And it's all back. It's in the back all by itself. Because the other teeth around it are long gone. So I've got this molar that just hangs out in the back. And I had somebody else clean my teeth a while ago. And they insisted on taking an x-ray of that tooth. And I kept on telling him that tooth's fine. It's been hanging out there for years, not bothering anybody. But they insisted on taking an x-ray. I don't remember whether I said to them, fine, but you pay for it. I'm not paying for an unnecessary x-ray. I don't think I probably said that. I like that. What do you think? We got some attitude. Carol, speaking of teeth, Carol's here. Carol, that picture you posted a while ago was fabulous. You look gorgeous. As Billy Crystal used to say, you look marvelous. Marvelous. What a wonderful picture. I'm liking this. All right, let's glue down the dinosaur. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, well, they do x-rays once a year here, typically. And then the dentist comes in or I guess the dental hygienist does it. They poke around and they go 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. And I haven't figured out whether 1's a good number. I think 1 is a good number, and 4 means it's really bad. So you're just hearing them call out these numbers as they poke around with the little thing. Let's see. Let's do this here. Did I get that too close? No, I did not. Come on, come on, come on. And of course, yes, bone loss. That's what it is, bone loss, yes. And I definitely have bone loss. I have bone loss, for sure. I had that periodontal surgery once. Oh my God. I said 4 is, yeah, 4 is bad. Yeah, I have a couple. Okay, 5 is bad. I think I have a couple of 5s, mostly 3s and 2s. He just refuses to go. Well, I stopped going for a couple of years, and I don't remember why now. Is that too much, or I kind of like that though? I don't know. What do you think? Is that too much? I don't know why I have this. See, this is the theme here is attitude. Just that you go into here. She's got attitude. I'm looking for attitude. I think this is the text I'm going to use. I think this is a good text. We have options. And see, I could talk to you all day about teeth. I've seen all of them. Oh, okay. All righty. All right. I got to decide whether I want to put her in. I could tuck her under there. Let's see. Yeah, she could stick in there, right? Does that look, well, that kind of goes like so a little bit, right? With the red. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that kind of even looks like it belongs like that. Yeah, this lady doesn't have she doesn't have enough attitude. But these gals, we don't know what she's thinking. I'm going to stick her down there. Supernumerary teeth are my favorite and not only. What? They grow back? Ooh, that's creepy. Wow. So I don't know how it's going to go with Leslie. And the selling point is Leslie does Christie's teeth. But she also thought I would like David, who was that poor guy that I don't think knew what he was doing. I honest to God don't think he knew what he was doing. That kind of works out right there like that. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. The worst thing is when you forget to medicate, not meditate. You know what bothers me the most? Is the high pitch of the drill. That just, I just cringe. Thanks, Gail. Yeah, I'm going to stick that. Hi, Lisa. I'm taking my horse pills. Okay. All right. I'm going to stick this here. And that kind of frames that. And I can cut that there. All right. Well, I'm glad I did this. Well, and I'm glad you said you wouldn't be bored. Because I'm really liking the way it turned out. Because that's what kind of the point of the lesson from Robin McClendon was have an attitude or an idea, like a mood or an emotion before you, and in mind when you go looking for images for a collage. So I guess this is I don't know what she called it, some sort of mood. And the one that she did, it was called and it was around February, and the title of it was My Funny Little Valentine. And wow, I have to say this one came out pretty good. That's what I normally do, Keeks. That's what I normally do. I just grab stuff. I have folders, those clear plastic folders, and I have them labeled. And what they say is large, medium, and small images. That's all I say. Large, medium, small. I think I'm going to cut this in half, like so. Take some of this off, like so. I didn't do a very good job of cutting that. Let's see. We have options. Now, the other choices, I do think that this is the best. And I've got a random hand here, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I mean, because it's just, I think this is enough. I've got a dodo bird. I don't know. The dodo bird, maybe. We'll have to think about the dodo bird. The other option I have is our superhero era. But, yeah. Or the past is always telling us something. We don't have to be stuck in it. Like the past before women were able to do more stuff. I still think I think we have options is the better of these three. Oh, I think look. There's another one here. Forget everything you know. No, I don't think that works. I have a lot of trouble with text. You know, does a good job grabbing. Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Keeks. The dodo and the dinosaurs kind of, they kind of allude to past. So I think the dodo is in. The poor dodo bird. I think part of their problem in terms of survival was they didn't fly. And I think they were hunted for their feathers, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we'll cut this off here. Oh, okay. Oops. Okay. So we have options. Oh, I never heard that. I never heard that they were like a tasty morsel. I don't know why I thought it was their feathers. I could, I'd be totally wrong. Just not unusual. I'm going to put this right under her foot. We have options. Don't you forget it. You may have to fight a little bit more for them there. Okay. Now, Ampex, are you on this afternoon? And I'm assuming that Devin's on 3-ish. Okay. Wait to see Aunt Becky. She's on at 1:30. And Devin is on at 3, I do believe. Okay. I know, but that doesn't. Sometimes she's on in the she's in the morning, in the afternoon. I like this, folks. I think this is picture worthy. You're on at 3, okay. Oh, she did? Okay, I slept through it. Oh, you think she had to leave? Okay. All right. Well, that's another one for the books. This is turning out to be a really neat, this is a little journal that, we made, Robin McClendon. And of course, this was the first one, the first collage. It was a collage class. And I outside the box. And then This was a mood one. Remember, you told me to put something on her head, and I found a pot to put on her head. Life in Balance. And then this one, you were supposed to find lines, go through a magazine and find lines. And so all of these have lines, and then I just had to add these just because you need to have that. And then and then the next part of the collage lesson was specifically mail art inspired by Nick Bantock. And then I got carried away with the mail art. So I did several mail arts. And then this is the mood one. And then another mail art that still needs its lizard stamp. I like the lizard stamps and some other stamps. And these backgrounds they were printouts from Robin. Yeah, it's become a nice little book. And because the next class I signed up for her is collage. So that can't go in here. And these are those little cutouts that, when I did that resist on Sunday. I'll have to use these little people. These wee little people that are me. Okay, all righty. So we got a couple of minutes. Oh, look, isn't this perfect for another collage? She's got, oh my, I have a headache. Okay. I don't want to lose my text. Devin is the best text getter. She gets the best text, the funniest text on her little cards. Hey, you know what's coming up, folks? And I've done it. Oh, I think I did it last year and the year before. Is the ICAD. ICAD stands for Index Card a Day. And I came out from, it is, was it Daisy Yellow or Yellow Daisy? No, I think her website is Daisy Yellow. And I just saw her ad, her reminder that that's coming up. And I saw she had some examples of ones, and there were several ones. You haven't done it in a few years, you're not going to do it. I have the index cards, and they're pretty cool. Yeah, I have the index cards right here. I don't think I have the right ones though. She said 3x5. Are these 3x5? I think they're small. Oh, no, they are 3x5. Yeah, I got the heavy duty ones. And I saw some that people had done fabric, had sewn and did some fiber stuff on them. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, you could use whatever you at least start. Yeah, I actually did it one year, and then I put and it's 60 of them because it's June 1st to July 31st. So it's 60, I think 60 total, or 61. And I did it, and then I put all of them in a journal. Well, that would be a fun thing to do on Wednesdays, to do an iCAD, and show you what I did, and then maybe do 2 in this hour, and have the stuff. If I had everything ready, you could probably do 2 in an hour, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And of course, she's had prompts in the past, and I have followed them sometimes, and sometimes I haven't. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just her name is, I'm pretty sure, Daisy Yellow. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, it could be iCAD Wednesday. Yes, I think I will use that. Yeah, iCAD's one day. iCAD, can you? I like it. iCAD, can you? That's what I'm gonna use. iCAD, can you? All right, we got a couple of minutes. Here's one of my scrap boxes that I made out of this is cheese. This is a Cheez-Its box that I made a box out of. And I cleared my desk and then cleared my desk again. And then, you get Happy Meal and you throw it in a box. And then I made this journal out of a tissue box, as you recall. And I just started going through the box. I've got a lot of Devon stuff in here and scraps, and I just started gluing them down. And I'm going to do that for a couple more minutes. And yeah, you know how that stuff just accumulates when you're not looking. I've got that box, and I have I can't even lift it. This is the family size Cheez-It box. This is the regular size Cheez-It box. And this is the family size, the jumbo Cheez-It box. This one has a magnet. And guess what? This one is chock full too. And I use up all of those, the sticker books we have. I have the botanical one, and I filled the whole thing with stickers from the sticker books. And it uses a lot of the stickers from the sticker books all on the inside. And I love the sound of a good. Take care, Kathy. I know. I know. Rosemary, hi. How are you? I've been remiss. I haven't been over to Rosemary's, and I really need to go. I get home from bridge, and I don't feel like doing nothing. All right. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll go this way. Okay. I'll go like so. See, this is stickers from the sticker book and washi tape. And we'll put it this way. All right. And tissue box. Devon goodies that Devon sent some of us. The paper is Amazon packaging paper. And then I just sewed some scraps with fancy, on the sewing machine. As you can see, it's a Midori style, travel style notebook. So I can add pages. Made a tag out of scraps. These are little birdies from Becky. This is from Deb Farrell. These are my little zoo animals. This is from Devon. And I love this Devon. Devon knows me. It says, why limit happy to an hour? Because I'm always talking about happy hour. Yeah, the sewed edges, that really kind of makes it fun. And that's from Devon. And but I like that. Why limit it to an hour? So cool, right? And this is a little watercolor, I guess I did. Okay. And this is some more stuff. All right, let's find some stuff. Let's stick this in here. This can go here. And this is leftover steampunk stuff. Let's see. Well, I had a steampunk theme for the scavenger hunt. And what's in here? Oh, I want to do that's a snippet. What I did write snippet scraps. I'd like to make one of those snippet Tito hour, right? I would like to do a snippet roll where you take all those scraps and you sew them together. I'm sure you've all seen that done, where they just feed them through the sewing machine and you just sew the whole thing. You sew a whole bunch of things together. And then watch somebody make ruffles. Unfortunately, these ruffles really don't stick out on this paper, so I'll save those ruffles for another journal. Whoops. But I'm going to stick these in. This is a little fairy from, let's see. I'll stick that on this page here. All right. This is, I love this. This is a fairy from, I don't even know how to, I don't even how to describe what it is, but it's a weekly newsletter. And I don't know how to describe it, but they always have the neatest little things like this. And so they talk about everything. And it's called Marginalian by Maria Popova. Anyway, I don't know how I stumbled upon her, but I have been getting her weekly newsletter for several years now, and apparently they have one that comes out Sunday too. And it's just essays. She curates all these different essays from long ago and current, and then there's always artwork involved, and sometimes there's poetry and both. I'll have to break out art. Well, yes. Oh, you did sign up. Okay, great. I haven't signed up for the Sunday letter yet. All right, these are some other fairies that were in that. But these are going, they are going, I have an envelope of fairy stuff that I'm going to be sending Janet Nash. So here's a little, let's stick this, okay, let's stick this here. Get a little pocket thing. Oh, it's got stuff on both sides though. I'll do a, what do you call it? A flip in, a flip out, a flip in. Yeah, we'll stick that right there. Okay. I want to do that. And then we'd stick out. Does that matter? Does any of it? Does it really matter? Does any of it matter? Oh. Okay. I'll do it on this side. This is from Devin. This is from Safia. All right. I'll stick this here. All right. We'll do that. Okay. All right. So I still have to call. Hey, Nana. Oh, Nana knows. Okay, you love Maria. Marjolinian. Oh, there you go. Wow. Cool. It's an unbelievable, isn't it? It is such an interesting publication, and it's really hard to describe what it is. Other than it's really good and it's interesting and it's free. They ask for donations, but it's free. And it's just an amazing amount of info. Hi, Joyce. Marginalian. It's like marginal and then IAN at the end, like marginal. I'm just going to put a piece of tape here. Okay, there we go. We got a flippy floppy. And we got some little goodies in here. So we can come back over here. And let's see what else we have in this magic box. Some Irish breakfast tea. All righty. This can be a pocket. Okay, this will be a pocket. And we'll find some stuff to put in that. When I drink tea, that's what I drink. because it's got a lot of caffeine in it. And I need to be caffeinated in the morning. So if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking Irish breakfast tea. Okay. Okay, look at that. I think that can go over here. You see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to empty this box, and then you can go through. The interesting things on the margins, I'm not sure the margins of what, maybe the general culture, whatever that might be these days. Yeah, that's right. But she's got all sorts of stuff, and I don't, oh, maybe that's where the title comes from. Because there's stuff in the margins, but it's usually like, it's like a couple of books that she wrote. But a lot of it's older stuff, like stuff from James Baldwin that's been curated, but it's got a lot of links. So, she mentions something and then there's a link that'll take you to more information. Okay. Move this down. All right. Well, we are in the dog days of summer, even though it's May. It was lovely, and then all of a sudden it became hot. And it reminds me of that scene in Good Morning Vietnam when he is, he's the radio guy, Robin Williams, a great movie. And he's talking about how hot it is. It is hot. And he goes on about it. And all of a sudden, it's just oppressively hot here. Thank God for air conditioning. I once had a party. You've had rain? I don't know the last time it rained here, Carol. We are in a severe drought. Look. Oh, I thought that would fit in there. No. Well, maybe I'll cheat a little bit. I have a whole stack of these. I don't know where I got them, and I don't know. They're just, and that's what it is. It's this little slip of paper. Ruston, LA, 1941. Got a stamp on it. And, yeah, I got a whole shitload of these. I don't remember where I got them, but I got a bunch of them. Okay, come on. Let's stick that in there. Oh, come on, little booger. Well, maybe not. Oh, there we go. All right, there you go. Just like that, like magic. Yeah, oh, fire season for you guys, yeah. Well, we have, we don't have fires of the magnitude that you guys have, but we've got fire issues here too. And we will admit one, okay? And here's another, I made this tag out of the scraps. There's one of those translucent vinyl stickers. There's another vinyl sticker, and this is a uppercase thing. And I think I will glue down admit one, and then I guess I almost have to go. And yesterday they called me to sub for somebody in Bridge. And I got there, and I normally park in the back where there's a handicap parking space. I pulled into the parking lot, and the parking lot was full. There was not a single parking space anywhere, not a one. People were parked on the lawn, on the grass. So I found a parking space, and it was the very last parking space in the main parking lot. And I had to walk all the way to where they play bridge. It's a long walk, and it was hotter than hell. And I was trying to go fast because they were waiting on me because someone had not shown up. So I was coming in as a sub. So I finally got there. And when I left to come home, they went over to the club after we played bridge. Oh, I like that. And we had people eat and drink after that. So I had a beer and some chicken wings. But when I walked to my car, I was literally almost home because that's how close I live to the club. Ah, look at that. We'll have that little bird right there. This is kind of fun, folks. If you have something like this, make a little journal, pick up your scraps, and just start sticking them down. Okay. Well, that said, I'm here at sea level on coast of North Carolina. 80. Oh, 80. Wow. Yeah. Well, we're 94, between 94 and 97. And it cools down to like mid 70s. So, well, thank you folks for joining me for another Hubba Hubba day. And I'm going to take Kathy's advice. And when CAD Day starts, it'll be iCAD. Can you for Wednesdays? And that'll take us through several Wednesdays. So that'll be something that I won't, just get out the CAD stuff. All right. Well, thank you again for being here. Have a good rest of your week. Devon's on at 3. Yes, I think. Kathy says left, I think. If Becky's on, she'll be on at 1:30. So I will say goodbye. And if you can't be good, be careful and fabulous. Bye, folks. Whoops, end stream. End stream.